Hi, everyone. This is Hannah with Imperium. Today, I'm very lucky to be having a client interview with one of my very special clients that I signed in about 1 month ago, right, Josh? So he's
Right.
joining me today to just discuss his experience with EasyGrow, chat to us about where he was before, where he is today. So, Josh, just introduce yourself.
Hi, everyone. My name is Josh Strong. I'm 31 years old. I live in Southern California, and I finished school, university, like 3 years ago. And I came across Charlie's stuff like 2 months ago, and here we are doing pretty good. And I've tried a lot of things in the past, and I was just so impressed by Charlie, even though I've tried like five different things and didn't work. So Hannah really helped me, thank goodness, get into the program when I was a little, as you can imagine, a little cautious, and now I'm just so grateful. So here I am. Yeah,
Amazing. And Josh,
yeah.
just chat to us when we did have that first call about a month ago. Where were you at in that current time? What did you have to do to get into the program? Just give them a little bit of an insight of how much work you even put in before you got into the program to make it possible.
Oh, sure. Yeah, I remember that was summer. I was early or mid-June of 2024. I remember I had all these business cards. I made all these investments, and but I kind of ran out of money, so I had to just do some working class like Uber stuff in the freaking evening to like pay my bills. And I was just so frustrated at that time because I know I'm skilled and all that. But yeah, I was just working hard. And I was just so like I was so interested in joining the program that I had to like sign up a health coach, and I kind of like used my phone on that particular call and like stacked it up against some books because my computer was stolen. So a lot of things were going against me at that time. So yeah, it was a tough, interesting time for
And then
sure.
you got into that program, then what happened? Like, what was your next step?
Next step was just like I knew I needed like a better offer. I've tried a couple things in the past, but my I don't think my offer was really good. The market didn't really want it. I refused to think it was like mostly my fault. So I got a lot of help with my offer and crafting something the market would want. And then I went into like the self-transcendence module, which I think
Hmm.
is a best. I learned like I have terrible discipline issues, and I'm still even working on it to this day. Looking at the numbers, I'm like, if I was more disciplined, we should have done 30 grand in the first month, not 14.5K for the
So
first month.
wait. What did you do in the first month? 14.5K.
Yeah, we did 14.5K and revenue, contracted revenue, 11,000 cash collected. And yeah, it's I was just looking at the data. I was only working super hard, like 5 or 6 hours a day, some days eight. But if I had worked like harder, more focused, like revenue
Mm.
generating activities, we should have done like much more. So yeah, I just like you told me this is not going to be easy. Like this is not a get rich quick thing. You got to work hard. But if you follow the steps, the getting the money is easy. It just takes some time.
Yeah.
So, but in my case, like I'm really confident in myself, and I was able to get some deals pretty quickly, a little faster than most students. But uh,
Mm.
I'm just grateful. Kind of, I just got my head down and just started focusing.
Hmm. And I mean, like
Yeah.
now the month is done. Where are you at now? Like, what's the next goal for the next month? What are you doing in terms of your outreach? Just give us a little bit of a rundown on that.
Sure. So like I only averaged like I think 40 cold calls. It depends on your niche, obviously, whether emails work better or cold calls. But in my case, my niche, like last month, I only averaged 40. And Charlie and Bo were like, dude, that's crazy. You did 14K and just 40 calls a day. Um, they have guys in their mastermind doing 200 cold calls a day.
Mm.
So my goal is to just 3x everything in terms of outreach. So that way I can at minimum 3x my revenue. So like my calendar is like booked like crazy. I was just double booked myself for the second time yesterday on accident. So there's like these good problems I'm facing.
You didn't expect that in the first month, I'm sure.
I did not expect that. I was just hoping I would get meetings. I remember my breakthrough on one of my first days of outreach was like I was making some calls. I got no meetings and I was like frustrated, but it was only like 25 calls. So like I went to get some lunch, and then I was like, I know in the past when I've tried to do some cold calls, I just kind of give up after like 20 calls. But I got some lunch and I was like, you know what? I'm going to go back and I'm going to try again. when I had decided earlier in the day, hey, I'm going to stop making cold calls. But I decided, no, I changed my mind. I'm going to go back. And then I booked my first meeting. And then from there on, I was like, hey, this could actually work. I recorded my calls and I listened back to the good ones, and I was like, hey, I can do this.
Mm,
So it's been an interesting ride, and I can't wait to just like be super disciplined more than ever. And it's
mm.
just, I think the coolest part is changing as a person. I feel completely different
Yeah.
really quickly because of the self-transcendence module. There's like, I lost count. There's like 15 modules, but like that's my favorite by far.
No, I'm so glad. And I mean, now just having more discipline than you did before, more focus, like putting in the time. Like, how do you feel like personally as a result of this program and business aside, like just you personally as a man?
Um, I feel relieved because I'm not like, there's a lot of students in there that are pretty young, and but I'm a little older. And I was just kind of really worried in recent months. I'm like, what the heck am I going to do here? Like, nothing's working for me.
Mm-hmm.
Um, got a great like Berkeley degree and all that, and still not hitting my goals. So I just feel really relieved. I know that I can do like some great numbers and probably be a millionaire in a year or two. Obviously, it takes some time, but
Yeah.
with some testimonials and like some discipline and the right hiring processes, we'll
Mm.
definitely be. So I'm really excited about it, and I finally have clarity on like what I'm actually going to do with my life. I'm gonna get my real. I'm gonna really work hard on this.
Good. So
Yeah.
I know this is more on the somber side of it, but like that whole month that you were putting in 6 to 8 hours, like you were really, really putting in the time. Like, what was the hardest part of it all going through the process of being in the program?
Hmm. Um, I would say it was just like the emotional regulation, I guess, because like I'm doing stuff I don't want to do, but that's part of what all millionaires do in this kind of space is they do a ton of outreach in the beginning, and they kind of just it was just the trial by fire module that I watched that resonated the most because I was going through like a lot. It was just kind of the emotional kind of regulation part where I was just doing calls, and some every once in a while you get a mean person and just like going back
Mm.
to it and staying positive. That was the toughest part.
So now, like, what would you say to someone who is, potentially considering to join us?
They're on the fence.
Yeah,
Um,
they're on the fence. They have to think about it.
for me, I kind of felt dumb when I looked at the results page. I'm like, wow, that's not 12, that's not like 40, that's like what, 600 people or something like on video sharing their experience. Like that's so many people, and they're younger than me. I'm like, like a bunch of 20-year-olds um, with no experience. Some don't even have a ton of confidence in themselves, and they're still able to make it work. Eric Kevlar's testimonial was what sold me. Like I liked him. He seemed cool guy. I would just tell people that they should go to the results page and watch a few testimonials.
Mm,
And I think it's too risky not to do the program. Um, like to have like a profitable coaching or consulting or SMA business, you need to have like great results with your clients.
mm,
Feel like a lot of coaches, consultants, and future SMA people overestimate their abilities. So there's like tons and tons and tons of training for you. Like if you have little experience and with like the service delivery part, that makes us very different from other companies. From what I've read, the Trust Pilots like has a super high score. Like you Trust Pilot's famous because you can't like fake the reviews on there, which is cool.
mm,
Um, but like I would just tell them like the service delivery, the support from the coaches, like they're all doing 7 figures themselves, or Charlie and Bo doing, I guess, 8 figures now. That's kind of hard to match, and
yeah.
I feel like it's too risky not to do it.
I mean,
That makes
like,
sense.
with that being said, is there anything that you would change about the program or like just to make it better? Anything that you would add?
Um, I'm having a hard time thinking of a whole lot, honestly. Um, for like new people that are like brand new, they've never done any sales calls or anything, I would say like if there could be even more like recordings of like successful students on the phone or on Zoom, or just like confidence trainings. I haven't needed that myself, but a lot of people are DMing me in the school group asking for like my 2 cents. They're doing pretty well in their first couple months. Um, but I feel like having additional modules on like confidence development, there's like 100 associations with confidence. I'm pretty geek, I'm nerd about this stuff and the
Yeah.
psychology element of it. But I think that would be really useful because it takes time. Like people
Mm.
think, oh, let's do a get rich quick kind of thing.
Yeah.
But confidence abilities that you have to cultivate. That reminds me of something. I like how this program is not a done for you because like if you do a done for you thing, you might have something done for you, but then like it goes out of style or it's like not needed
Yeah.
anymore by the market, and then 2 years later you're kind of screwed and maybe bankrupt because like you need to start a business all over again.
Mm.
Versus this program, you actually develop skills that last a lifetime, and you'll just never have to worry about bills ever again. That was the thing. I was like, if I just try this, it's money back guarantee plus actually make money if I do follow the directions.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, this is a good idea because I'll develop like skills that are needed by the market.
Mm.
Yeah, hope that answers your question.
No, no, it definitely did. So, I mean, what's the next steps? I know, like on that call, you were just saying that you want to have that location freedom. You want to be able to retire your mom or just give her even more support. So, like for you now, going further and growing the business, what's going to happen in the next year?
Well, we're switching to like the consulting nirvana group coaching format, which is also in the program. So it's like once you get your first 10 to 15 clients, you can switch to that, which is way more scalable, versus like a one-on-one kind of coaching program. So we're just going to be having hundreds of folks kind of join our program, and we're going to teach them our marketing systems,
Right.
so that they're empowered to do it themselves. So like instead of investing 500K or $1 million over the next 20 years of their career, they could just pay us like 5, 10K, 20K or something one time, and then just do it themselves. So like my business partner, he wants to remain secret for now, but I'll reveal it later. But like he said, he wants to do like 5 million at minimum over the next year and a half or so. And so we're just quickly like trying to or not trying, we're getting our first clients results already, which is great, but we need to get to like
Mm.
as 10 to 15 testimonials, and then we could have that kind of revenue that we're looking for.
Right.
And I'm just looking to move from Southern California. I'm looking at Dubai and a few other places, Hawaii as well, and just settle down, have a normal, nothing too special of a life. I mean, just have a nice house and get married and all that fun stuff. So now that's because I can support myself the way I need to.
Yeah. Yeah. So just to touch on that, I mean, your business partner that you mentioned, did you meet him, connect with him in the program as well?
Yeah, I connected with him quite a while ago, and he's a great person. So I'm just grateful that we met in the first place. He's really skilled at what he does. Yeah.
Amazing. So yeah, Josh, like we are really happy to have you as a client. Very proud of what you've accomplished in this last month, and even just like being like a big brother to a lot of people in the program, answering their questions, giving them a little bit of time as well. Like we really appreciate it. So yeah, we wish you the best of luck, and I can't wait to see what you do in the next couple of months. We're going to be celebrating your wins, the whole
Yes.
company. So yeah, you're definitely on the radar, and we're very proud to have you in here. So thank you for taking the time today, and I'm sure we'll be doing another one of these videos in like the next 2 months.
Yeah, I can't wait for that. And I'm also very grateful for you guys. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks, Josh. And we'll be hearing from you.
All right, sounds good.